you accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish. You get the home semi-final playoff game, you beat Seattle. How great of a feeling is this for you right now?
Yeah, it's a really special feeling. We know that tomorrow is a new day and next week is a new week, and the game will be a very different game. But we had to turn up and put in a strong performance, and the performance was great, the result was great. So we got a few hours to enjoy this. This is a really good night, a really proud night that the group has taken another stride to get better. And the way that we played tonight, how dominant it was, there's still areas that obviously we can improve, and Seattle will feel exactly the same, I'm sure. But yeah, overall fantastic night, and what a great night to give to these committed and dedicated fans.
What does it say about the group to respond like they did after giving up a goal so early?
Yeah, it's a shame. We started really well. Before the goal was a really good start, and thought we had momentum. That was their first possession. Just shows when if you don't get pressure on the ball, they got quality all over, and Fishlock did that last year around the same area. She picked it up, and important lesson for us to learn, because in this league you slip for a second and teams can punish you. For us to get one back before half-time was key, and we did that, and it allowed us to be calm at half-time and just speak about the areas that we could continue to do well in. And the goal up straight after second half, I mean, obviously lit this place up, and the fact that we managed to try to keep scoring was important, because it can keep them away from us. And we managed to transition well, which was tough, a little bit tough in the first half.
Mark, you talked about building this point. What's the most pleasing aspect of what you saw tonight? Was the pressure? Was the passing? I think most of your players were over.
Well, I think one of the areas that we'll have to improve. I think the quality at times could be better. We had some unenforced errors and lost the ball in areas that are dangerous to lose it. But that's a FIFA date. That's not training once yesterday. The group that were here training for the last 10-12 days have been outstanding. You know, a lot of them didn't play tonight. When we trained yesterday and we actually competed a little bit in a 7v7, some of the players returning were just trying to get back in and get their legs under them. The group that the players weren't playing, they're on fire, and they continued their momentum, and it lifted us. And that's what's exciting about this performance. We love training, we love to get to work together, and we didn't have everyone. And then those who have been away, you know, it's clearly been on their mind for a while, because they all turned up big time. Returning players get back in, straight in. Anna ended up feeling a bit sick towards just before the game, which was unfortunate. But everyone stepped up. It was an enjoyable night.
Did you have concerns that players who were coming back would be able to play with the energy they did?
Well, yeah, no, not concerned with the energy, and especially when we're at this stage of the season. What they did in Washington away, they had absolutely nothing in the tank, and they put in a high quality, high energy 90 minutes plus, and that gives you confidence. I mean, for the players that have been at the Tournament Nations, I think that's on tonight's game, that might be up there towards 10, 11 or 12 games in 5 weeks, 6 weeks, which is out of this world. We're fortunate, obviously, the national team, the US national team, rotated a little bit this camp, and you saw that our players, I think, benefited from that. That was great and helped us tonight.
Obviously, Ali was able to get forward. Of course, Rapino over there probably helped that space. But just talk about how you're able to exploit space by switching the ball at times.
Yeah, it's great seeing Ellie Carpenter race forward. That's when she's at her absolute best. She can cause problems, and the spaces that were there when she could drive forward, we felt we could take advantage of. And two things tonight for Ellie. One message was to stay focused on defensive, and two, make sure they're worrying and talking about you after this game. How are they going to stop you getting forward? How are they going to stop you getting crosses off? Thought she did that. We thought she scored as well. So it's good performance, and what a special night. Without doubt, there's lots of positives, but there's next week is different, and again more on the line. We've been in this position now for 4 or 5 weeks of having to win. Recharging, refocusing, and trying to improve. They will have the instant motivation to want to improve, without a doubt, and now a few more bodies back. We will have to obviously be better in that area. We've got to make sure that we create that motivation to improve from this performance.
Can you talk about Purse coming into the team, playing her first full game in a little bit, and performing at I think I would say a pretty high level, driving the team on at times from the forward line?
Yeah, I thought she was very good. Same again, I think as areas, the more she plays for us, the more that we can support her. The cross that she did for Lindsay's first goal, you know, the cut back into sync, and then, you know, the quality for Midge to do that. You know, the final goal, Midge was breaking, rolled Caitlin outside for the shot that got flicked over for a corner, and we scored from the corner. Those decisions that she made, she wasn't doing at the beginning of the season. She was getting 5, 6, 7 opportunities, and she wasn't making that decision or showing that quality, and she showed that tonight. And it's not fluke, it's not her, she's waking up, she's put in dedicated hours to be able to do that, and it's great to see in a big time game like this. I mean, when she's running at people, it's frightening, and now she's adding the end product, which is great to see.
Last question, please.
It was a full house tonight. It got loud. Next weekend, same thing, but the playoffs. What are you expecting to see in the repeat fixture?
Yeah, it was wild. The atmosphere Kling was talking about on the lap, just how electric it was, and you know what continues to happen at this club since I've been here is standards continue to get set, and then and they get broken. And next week, I've no doubt that everyone, you know, will squeeze a couple more people in here somehow, and the atmosphere and the noise will be louder. And you know, we need that. We don't do what we do tonight without that, and that's why it's so important for us to bring this game back here. Our objective is to win a championship. You have to, from the first game of the season, you take one game at a time. We know when we're here in front of these people, we find another level. So proud to play in front of them tonight, and proud that the group gave so much back to them.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.